So today our topic is nervous tissue. Nervous tissue means set of, it includes neurons. But there are other cells which are there in support with neurons. Neurons are those cells which build our nervous system. Brain, spinal cord, these parts are made of neurons. But in our nervous system, there are some other cells. First is neurons. They help in conducting nerve impulse. They conduct nerve impulse. They carry the nerve impulse from one location to another. Conduct, sorry. This is the first set of cells, very important cells of the nervous system. There are another set of cells called as neuroglial cells. Neuroglial cells, simply called as glial cells also. These cells have very secondary important function apart from carrying, yeah, correct, because you're right. Apart from carrying nerve impulse, this nervous system needs some support. That support and nutrients that are required for neurons are supplied by this neuroglial cells. Okay, are supplied by this neuroglial cells. They are adjacent to neurons and they help in supporting and providing nutrients to these neurons. Third one, ependymal cells. Ependymal cells are third set of cells. What is the function? Yeah, very good. Akshit is correct. They are epithelial. Yeah, Sriram is also right. Epithelial cells of brain and spinal cord. Brain and spinal cords. So epithelial cells cover all the organs internally as well as externally. So the internal cavities of brain or internal lining of spinal cord, outermost lining of spinal cord has epithelial cells. Those epithelial cells are called ependymal cells. The fourth type of cells are neurosecretory cells. Neurosecretory cells. These produce neurotransmitters. Neurotransmitters are chemical substances. Excuse me, children. Neurotransmitters are chemical substances. Where they are useful, this is one neuron. This is one more neuron. Between there will be a small gap. In this location, nerve impulse is carried by these neurotransmitters. Okay. Example, you can take dopamine. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter. So, neurotransmitters are produced by neurosecretory cells. Right. So, our discussion here is about neurons. So, we'll see structure, types of neurons. Function is only one function, it carries a nerve impulse from body organs to nervous system or nervous system to body organs. Structure. Structure of neuron. Okay, this is very important structure, whether you are in class 9, class 10, intermediate, classes, it is an important topic, children. So this is the cell body, this is cell membrane. Here cytoplasm is present. In center there is nucleus. And in the nucleus, in the cytoplasm, there are small granules. These are actually ribosomes. They have major role in protein synthesis. So they are a little bit larger in case of this neuron. So they are called as micelle granules. Micelle is the name of scientist who discovered Missel's granules. Okay, so this part is called as soma or cell body. This part from here to here it is called as this till here it is called as soma or cell body. Soma or cell body or cyton. There are three names for this structure. After this structure, there are some projections that are coming out of the cell body. There are some projections that come out of this cell wall. The longest projection that comes out of cell body is called as axon. The smaller projections that come out of cell body are called as dendrites. Okay? Dendrites are smaller projections that come out of cell body. Axon is the largest projection that is coming out of the cell body. Ending of this axon is also branched like this. These branches are called as nerve terminals. Okay, these branches are called as nerve terminals. You can also call them as axon terminals. Axon terminals have an ending somewhat bulged out like this. This is called as synaptic knob. They are called as synaptic knob. This axon is covered by a sheath which leaves small gaps. This is a sheath that is around the axon which leaves the small gaps. That means it covers the axon. This sheath is called as myelin sheath. Myelin sheath. This myelin sheath is made up of cells. 1, 2, 3. This is nucleus. What I am drawing out right now is nucleus of the cells. These cells which make up myelin sheath are called as Schwann cells. Schwann cells. What is present in this? It is made up of insulating fatty tissues present in this. It has fatty layer in them. So what is the use of this fat? When nerve impulse is passing, it should not leak outside. It acts as an insulating material. Same like how plastic wire is there out of the plastic wrap is there around the wire that carries electric current. Here also when impulse is being carried out, it should not leak out. So there is an insulating material here. Right? So this is the structure of neuron. So what are the parts of neuron? Cyton, dendrites, axon, nerve terminals, synaptic knob. What is present in cyton? Cell membrane, missile granules, cytoplasm, nucleus. Smaller projections that come out of cyton are dendrites. Larger projection is axon. Axon is covered by a fatty layer called myelin sheath, which is made up of Schwann cells. Ending of axon is branched, it is called as nerve terminus, and it is also called as axon terminus, which end in synaptic nerve. Now, let us see the pathway in which the nerve impulse passes. Inside a neuron, we are discussing about pathway of nerve impulse inside neuron. Pathway of nerve impulse inside neuron. So first parts to receive the nerve impulse. Nerve impulse is a signal that is carried by neurons. First part to carry is dendrites receive it. After dendrites receive it, passes to cell body or soma or cyton. From there it is carried to axon. From axon to axon terminals. From axon terminals to synaptic knob. Synaptic knob. After synaptic knob, then it is passed to the next neuron, right? In between there is a gap called synapse. From there to next neuron. What is the synapse? This is a gap, small gap between neurons. So as I said you, in this gap, there is no connection between two cells. So neurotransmitters transfer nerve impulse here. Nerve impulse here. So when the signal is reaching the nerve terminal, so take this is one neuron. When the signal is reaching this point, immediately some chemicals called neurotransmitters are released, and immediately the next dendrite is ready to take the message. Like that it is passed. Okay. Very small gap. I'm drawing it very big, but it is very small gap, very less gap, right? So this is it about neuron structure. Now we'll see types of neurons. Types of neuron. Types of neurons based on function. Based on function. So first we'll see based on function what are the types of neurons. First one is sensory neuron, which is also called as efferent neuron. Efferent neuron. Second one is motor neuron, which is also called as efferent neuron. Efferent neuron. Third one is relay neuron, or it is also called as association neuron. Okay, what is the function of these neurons? Association neuron, relay neuron. You can also say it as interneuron. It is also called as interneuron. So, the signals that are from sense organs to central nervous system are carried by sensory neurons. Efferent means ingoing. Efferent means incoming. Efferent means outgoing. So sensory neurons carry the messages from sense organs to central nervous system. What do you mean by central nervous system? Central nervous system means brain and spinal cord are called as central nervous system. So either the signal is carried to brain or spinal cord. All the signals do not reach brain and spinal cord. Some signals get reversed, they reach spinal cord. From there itself, it gets a reverse signal, it goes back to organ. Some signals reach spinal cord. From spinal cord, they reach to brain. After reaching brain, it gets a reverse signal. From there, they'll come back to spinal cord. From there, they'll come to brain. Okay. So all signals will not reach brain. Some signals will go reverse from spinal cord itself. Second, motor neurons carry the signals from central nervous system to muscles or glands. Muscles or glands. Okay. Why not to other organs? There are no other organs that react. See, if you are seeing something very beautiful, you want to take that one, your hand should extend. That means who is reacting here? Muscles. You're feeling hungry and hormones should enzymes should secrete related to that. Then who is responding? Glands. Either it should be a muscle or gland that gives response. So this reverse signal is carried to muscle or gland. What is the function of this interneuron? This interneuron connects, connects sensory neuron, and motor neuron. And these are usually present in these interneurons or association neuron or relay neuron. They are present in central nervous system. That means they are present in brain or spinal cord. CNS means central nervous system. Okay? Central nervous system. Right. So these are the three types of neurons based on the function. Now let us see based on structure also there are different types of neurons. So once we'll write the pathway of nerve impulse in our body, then we'll go to the types of neurons based on structure. Now you know that sensory neurons, motor neurons are there. We'll write the pathway of nerve impulse in entire body. We are writing now in entire body. So from where it will start? Sense organs. Sense organs. They start from sense organs. From sense organs to central nervous system. Some signals reach brain. Some signals get reversed from spinal cord to knee. After that, they are carried by motor neurons. Okay, 1 minute. So from sense organs to central nervous system, they are going. Who is carrying from sense organs to central nervous system? They are carried by sensory neurons. From central nervous system to muscles or glands, they are carried by motor neurons. Interneurons are present in this central nervous system, right? So that is the pathway of nerve impulse. Now we'll see the types of neurons based on structure. Types of neurons based on structure. Based on structure means how many extensions are coming from a cell wall. Okay. Apolar neuron. Apolar neuron is like this. It is not found in human beings. This type of neuron, in which all the extensions that are coming from neuron are of same size. There is no longer projection, there is no shorter projection. So this is not found in human beings, they are found in organisms like Hydra. Second, unipolar neuron. Unipolar neuron. There is a neuron cell body. From this single extension is coming out, and after that it divides to form dendrites and axon. How will you understand which is dendrite, which is axon? The shorter projection is dendrite and the longer projection is axon. The projections which are shorter in length are dendrites. The projections which are longer in length are axons. So this type of neuron is called as unipolar neuron. Now let us see bipolar neuron. There is a cell body, and from this cell body a shorter extension is coming out, a longer extension is also coming out. This type of neuron is a bipolar neuron. Next, multipolar neuron is what we have drawn. Multipolar neuron is what we have drawn now. So many extensions are coming out of cell body. Out of them, one is very long. So the longer one is axon. So this type of neuron is called as multipolar neuron. Now, one thing here you should know that all the sensory neurons, this is not present in human beings, only in Hydra. So this is an exception only in Hydra. Hydra is an example. It's not present in human beings. This is unipolar neuron. All the sensory neurons that are present in our body have this structure. So all sensory neurons are unipolar neurons. All the motor neurons present in our body are bipolar in structure. All the interneurons present in our body are multipolar in structure. Okay, got it? So all unipolar neurons are sensory neurons, all bipolar neurons are motor neurons, all multipolar neurons are interneurons. Right? So that is about the types of neurons based on the structure. With this, we have completed the nervous tissue.